Michigan sign stealing continues. Once again for the past 3 years. Yep, they caught him. Top 10, every top 10 team struggling, trailing at 1 point on Saturday. Which one won? We'll go over that. And the CW strikes again with another unexpected game. Is it an upset this time? This is the Slater Report podcast. Is this a great sport or what? College football. Change my mind. Just change my mind. How are you not a college football fan and find it entertaining? I mean, even if you don't even watch football, just the fan interaction, just in between plays, random stuff going on in the game makes it entertaining. Well, we'll talk about the gameplay part that makes it entertaining. Let's start off with Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee, how'd they do? Well, they're playing Alabama. They're looking really good, not bad. They're on the road, and it's a decent halftime score. They're up 20-7 at halftime. Not a bad lead at halftime. Way to go, Tennessee. You looks like you're gonna have another good win over Alabama. And then, of course, the Nick Saban strikes. Yep, halftime adjustment, holding Tennessee to 0 in the second half, and winning 34-20. But then we go to Utah and USC. Yeah, let's do a little series history. Yeah, the last 3 times they played each other. Well, let's look at the 2022 regular season. Utah barely won them over 43-42. Then they meet in the Pac-12 championship game. Utah handled USC very, very well, 47-24. And then we go to Saturday. Yeah, the rematch of the century, basically. And it was a really back and forth game. And Utah, had a great drive at the end. That USC defense is terrible, allowing them to go down the field, score a field goal, and win that game 34-32. And Utah now wins the last 3 ties, 3-0. Yeah, Caleb Williams, Lincoln Riley are 0-3 against Utah. Yes, and in case you're wondering, Caleb Williams, earlier this week says that whatever NFL team drafts him, I want partial ownership in it. Well, I think Utah now owns Caleb Williams. The Big 12 now. Let's go to the Big 12. We got some scares in the Big 12. The Red River rivalry. Yeah, we're going to jump with Oklahoma first. They play UCF. It was a closer game than they expected. They got UCF, got their quarterback back, and wow, is he good. Yeah, Oklahoma cannot stop him at all. But just like in the Red River rivalry, fourth quarter, OU shows up. Had a good drive going, gets a 2-point conversion stop, going up 31-29. Then we go to Texas versus Houston. Texas ends up winning 31-24, but Texas should not have won that. Houston got a really, really bad spot on a 4th and 1. Camera angle looks like he got it. Everyone else thought he got it. Announcers thought he got it. No, but the officials called him short. No review. They did measure it, but I really think they should have reviewed the spot. But if he would have gotten it, Houston would have had 1st and goal. Or, well, it wouldn't have been 1st goal, but it would have been, I think it was around the 10, I believe. But I think they had an opportunity to get one more 1st down. But yeah, Houston was very close to scoring. They would have gotten that first down. Houston probably would have scored and won the game. But after that, Texas just kneed and, game over. Houston got screwed with the officials there. No review whatsoever. Now let's go to the Big Ten. Yes, the Big Ten. College football can be exciting, except for when you're watching the Big Ten. So, yeah, Penn State, Ohio State, the game of the week. It's 3-3 at the end of the first quarter. Then we go to halftime. Ohio State finally able to get a touchdown, up 10-6. Then we go to the end of the third quarter. No one scored at all. Probably the worst quarter I've ever seen. And then we go to the end of the game. Yes, Ohio State finally got another touchdown on the board, another field goal. Penn State is all field goals. Penn State did not score a single field goal. I mean, a single touchdown that whole game. It was all field goals by Penn State. Yeah. But a win is a win. Here's the total comparison. I don't think I've seen more disappointments. I mean, look at the rushing yards. It didn't even go over 100. Passing, not bad. Total yardage, that's a little low. Total yardage is low by both teams. And Ohio State did have that one turnover. Yeah, well, it was more of a, why did he touch that ball type of moment off a Penn State punt. But, yeah, and Penn State did go for it on fourth down, did get it. Ohio State did go for it on one fourth down, didn't get it. So, yeah, classic Big Ten game right there. Yeah, I don't know what you could say about that. All right, 2-minute drill time. All right, first game up on the board. If it will load, come on. Yeah, there it goes. All right, Arizona State, Washington. Pac-12 After Dark gave us some crazy games. It's been pretty crazy. I hate staying up late, but they are goddamn entertaining. But just like Houston, Arizona State got screwed over with the pass interference call. Well, they did throw the flag. It was picked up. It would have given Arizona State first and goal. I think if by the rule it bid at the spot. So yeah, first and goal. Arizona probably would have won that game, but they didn't. Next play, Arizona State threw a pick six. Yeah, Washington wins that game. All right. Yep, now 2-minute joke, I go quick. Washington State hanging in with Oregon, but not enough. Oregon wins 38-24. And then let's look at our big board. Ole Miss able to hang on with Auburn 28-21. And then, oh yeah, another Big Ten game that's boring. Yeah, the only exciting play in that game was called back because it was apparently called fair catch. I'll talk more of that down in distance later. But Minnesota ends up winning 12-10. And Tulane got a little scare against North Texas, but they ended up winning 35-28. And Air Force able to hang on over Navy 17-6. And I got one more game for you. Clemson able to hang in with Miami over the way up until overtime. Yeah. Miami had a chance to win this game. They had 20 seconds, one timeout, midfield. You would think, oh, take a couple shots, Hail Mary, boom. Maybe we might win this game. But instead, they said they need it, take the overtime, but the win's a win. They won it 28-20. All right. 10 memes. Here we go. Week 8. Week 8 for 10 memes. Alright, first one on the board. Western Kentucky had, some alternate helmets for each group, each position on their team. Had their little mascot do a little emoji there on, whatever position or group you're on in Western Kentucky is, their mascot represents what they were doing, so that's really cool. Probably the best helmets in college football. And then a UCF player, used busted coverage. Oklahoma, UCF had a big play. It was like a 70-yard touchdown, whatever. Anyway, running around. You can see right there the 30-yard line. Right before he goes in, he blows the kiss. Yeah, officials threw a flag on it, but they said it was after the play, unsportsmanlike. The touchdown stands. Brett Venable wasn't very happy about that. He said it happened during the play. Touchdown should have been come back at the spot the foul. So UCF actually, and by rule, Brett Venables is right. UCF should have had the ball at the 30-yard line, and I think things could have possibly changed in that game. Things could have possibly been a lot different. And then Robin Griffin III, rocking a wig. Yeah, he says he's the only one that at the store that was rocking it, so he bought it, kept it, blend in with it. Yeah, fuzzy wig, I'll say that. And yeah, he mentioned earlier how Iowa had a return a punt for a touchdown, but they called it back because he called fair catch. Yeah, fans were throwing beer cans, water bottles, you name it, trash on the field. Isn't that an SEC thing? Yeah, apparently SEC found their way into the Big Ten. Alright, and then North Carolina fans are not happy. I think this is going to be our fan meme of the week. Why? Why are we losing to Virginia? Why? Why is this happening? And then here is the Arizona State pass interference. That was no call. They threw the flag. Yeah. They threw the flag. And apparently they had a discussion, and it's like one official was like, I didn't see any pulling. Maybe they were both doing it. Yeah, for whatever reason, they picked it up, cost Arizona State the game, and I gotta say, I think the Pac-12 has money on Washington in this game. And then the big noon kickoff. Yes, they had the Irish mascot up there, and doesn't Notre Dame have a bye week? Notre Dame has a bye week, and they have their mascot up there in Penn State versus Ohio State. Yeah. And speaking of being in the places where you don't want to go, some fans, a lady was at the UCLA and Stanford game, and she's wearing the right hat, but her shirt says Michigan. Yeah, UCLA is blue and gold, but it's more of a brighter yellow and a brighter blue than a navy blue and a more of a gold. So, the same color scheme, maybe? Or is it a Michigan spy? It's trying to steal play calls. Maybe does Michigan plan on playing UCLA down the road? I don't know. Yeah, but, I do know where we did find it. Yeah, Penn State and Ohio State, they're playing Michigan coming up, and yeah, guess who's on the left side of the screen? Oh yeah, Big M. We have found our spy. There's the spy, the sign stealer, filming the sideline with his phone. How do you film? Yeah, apparently he was filming the whole entire game on his phone. I mean, it probably wasn't that particular guy, but I mean, it just so happens that maybe that is him. We don't know. But, how do your phone have that enough storage to do that? And then our last one, apparently, USC's defense is 3rd in tackling and 7th in sacks, despite always losing their games because their defense blows the coverage. Yeah, they're apparently really good at tackling, really good at getting sacks, but they're really terrible at stopping the offense. I just don't, the stat makes no sense whatsoever. Alright, got a little points for you. Michigan, somehow, they figured out how to beat Michigan State 49-0. And LSU, 62-0 for Army. I mean, what does Brian Kelly have against Army? I want to know. And Kansas State, Big 12 Championship rematch 2022. Wow, Kansas State really dominated that game, 41-3, and UCF beat Stanford 42-7. All right, here's a little short little segment for you. The CW strikes again. Yes, remember last week? Yeah, we had Louisville versus Pitt. Probably thinking that, easy win for Louisville. They're on the road, but they're going to win this game. No, Pitt won this game 38-21. What a win for Pitt. The worst team in the ACC beat probably the second or third team, or probably it was the second best team in the ACC at that time. Not anymore. I think the best team's now going to North Carolina. Or is it? Yeah, the CW is actually supposed to get the worst ACC game of the week. Somehow, it turned into the best ACC game each week. Yep. Virginia, the second worst team in the ACC. Well, I mean, now the worst, after the way Pitt won, Virginia is now the worst team in the ACC, playing against the second best team in the ACC. Virginia found a way to hang in, even though they did fumble in the end zone, get the ball back to North Carolina late in the game. They still end up winning 31-27. Yes, once again, another ranked team, another top team in the ACC loses to a team that was probably not supposed to score at all. Yep, the CW curse. Yeah, I'm actually going to look up what game is the CW have this coming week. I want to know. I'm pulling it up the schedule right now. The CW has Clemson versus NC State. Okay, yeah, that's a lower. Now that actually sounds like a really good game to watch. Clemson, NC State, they're having a down year, but I mean, their chance to jump up into a bowl game, so I'm expecting another entertaining game on the CW. The CW turned into a really actually good sports network. Wow, I'm actually surprised about that. Take notes, Fox. And also, they had a ref camera. Yeah. It's probably the best camera angle we've ever seen. What a catch that was. Alright, let's take a look at my rankings comparison to the AP. Still have Ohio State at 1. AP still has Georgia. I really think that our top 7, we both agree that our top 7 same teams. They're really all tied for first right now. And we're waiting for we're waiting for them to knock each other out so we can get a better understanding who's at the top. But yeah, there's comparisons right there. Now, if you take a closer look, but yeah, we actually have an agreement. We both put James Madison in at the same time, despite not being able to go to a bowl game this year. Yes, and I dropped USC out of the rankings. They somehow keep them in because yeah, that's the only reason. All right, and Wednesday, yeah, we got a good debatable, or our CFP reaction show is now being called Debatable. Yeah, it's gonna be back this Wednesday. A little preview of what to expect in this year's rankings when it comes out on Halloween. I think it's Halloween this year. I think Halloween is a Tuesday this year. So yeah, and Wednesday, and then the next Wednesday. So yeah, we're very close to the first CFP rankings. All right, well, thank you all for watching the Slater podcast. I know it was a quick episode. It was full break, so I really didn't plan this episode very much, and down and distance episode probably won't be that well prepared. I'm basically just been enjoying fall break and getting ready for a big show Saturday for American Game Day. So I'll see you guys next time. This is the Slater Report Podcast.